picture when you think of a dinosaur? Is it a giant, scaly monster thundering through a primeval jungle? Grey or muddy brown skin, a deafening roar, an insatiable appetite for anything that moves? From the classic stop-motion creatures of yesteryear, to the digital behemoths of today's blockbusters. It's a powerful image that has captivated audiences and fired up imaginations. But I have to tell you, it's mostly a fantasy. The dinosaurs we see on the silver screen are movie monsters, not real animals. Filmmakers take a real fossil, a name like Tyrannosaurus rex, or Velociraptor. For the longest time, we all thought dinosaurs were scaly. Every book, every museum mural, certainly every movie. They were related to crocodiles and lizards. But then, in the 1990s, discoveries from China shattered that idea. In the fine-grained stone of Liaoning province, paleontologists found fossils so exquisitely preserved they showed feathers. These weren't modern flight feathers at first. The initial finds revealed a soft, downy fluff, simple filaments like hair. A dinosaur named Sinosauropteryx was the first to show this, a small, turkey-sized predator. Just as movies stripped dinosaurs of their feathers, they also drained them of their color. Side by side, grey movie Velociraptor and colorful scientific Deinonychus. Think of the vibrant colors of tropical birds, fish, and insects today. The breakthrough came from studying microscopic structures called melanosomes. These are tiny organelles that contain pigment, and amazingly, they can be preserved in fossilized feathers and skin for millions of years. The little feathered dinosaur Sinosauropteryx, for example, wasn't just fuzzy. It had a reddish-brown coat and a striking bandit-like mask across its eyes. They discovered it was counter-shaded, dark on top and lighter underneath. This new evidence paints a picture of a dinosaur world that was every bit as vibrant and colorful as our own. Hollywood loves a giant. A dinosaur on the big screen has to be enormous. The behemoths were the exception, not the rule. Many no bigger than a chicken, no bigger than a house cat. Take Compsognathus, nimble, bipedal predator about 1 meter long. Most of that was tail. Then came Microraptor, small four-winged dinosaurs with advanced asymmetrical feathers on arms and legs, essentially dinosaur biplanes. They hunted lizards and insects in the undergrowth. In Mongolia, odd little alvarezsaurids like Mononychus, turkey-sized, long-legged, with tiny robust arms ending in a single large claw, probably used to dig into termite mounds. A highly specialized insectivore, a role you never see in dinosaur movies. No dinosaur has been more defined by Hollywood than Velociraptor. In Jurassic Park, they are the ultimate villains. The man-sized raptors in the film were not based on Velociraptor at all. The real Velociraptor mongoliensis lived in the deserts of Mongolia. It was much smaller. It stood about knee-high to an adult human, roughly the size of a large turkey or coyote, but fossil evidence shows dromaeosaurs were covered in feathers. Velociraptor, Deinonychus, had complex bird-like plumage. We found quill knobs on Velociraptor arm bones. This means they had wings, though too small to fly. These wings were probably used for display, shielding nests and extra stability while running and pouncing. The famous fighting dinosaurs fossil shows a Velociraptor locked in combat with a Protoceratops, suggesting solitary hunting of similarly sized prey. While they may have mobbed larger animals, working together like a wolf pack is speculative, an assumption, not a proven fact. So the real Velociraptor was feathered, turkey-sized, likely a solitary hunter, fierce, but far from the movie monster it became. Tyrannosaurus rex. The name itself actually means tyrant lizard king, and no dinosaur has ruled our collective imagination quite like it. The idea that T-Rex could only see movement is pure fiction, invented for Jurassic Park. In reality, T-Rex had excellent vision, large, forward-facing eyes that gave superb binocular vision like a hawk or eagle. Its roar is always thunderous and guttural, but roaring is a mammal trait tied to a larynx. Dinosaurs lacked a mammal-style larynx. Look to living relatives. Ostriches and cassowaries produce deep, low-frequency booms. T-Rex likely produced infrasonic booms you'd feel in your chest more than hear. Terrifying, but not a classic roar. Its brain case shows exceptionally large olfactory bulbs, a phenomenal sense of smell that could detect prey from miles away. Fossil trackways and bone beds indicate repeated group associations. They may not have been solitary. This paints a picture of an animal that was powerful, highly perceptive, intelligent, and possibly social. A true apex predator. In the movies, long-necked sauropods are almost always shown as the gentle giants. They're depicted moving slowly and majestically across the plains, munching peacefully on treetops. They were not passive, lumbering creatures. You did not want to mess with a fully grown sauropod. Many had long, muscular tails with whip-like tips. Paleontologists think they could crack like a bullwhip, possibly supersonic. Some titanosaurs were armored, osteoderms embedded in the skin like chainmail. Others may have reared up or used front feet and large thumb claws offensively, not helpless victims. Trackways show they could move at a surprisingly brisk pace when needed. They lived in herds, protection through numbers, and migrated across vast distances for food and water. They were ecosystem engineers, shaping landscapes with their feeding. Not just gentle giants, tough, resilient, well-armed survivors for tens of millions of years. The end of the dinosaurs is one of the most dramatic stories in Earth's history, and Hollywood just loves to tell it as a single catastrophic event. The asteroid, about 6 miles wide, struck in the Yucatan and unleashed tsunamis, wildfires, and a cloud of debris. That cloud blocked the sun, causing an impact winter that plunged temperatures and collapsed food chains. But this was not a single isolated catastrophe. Massive volcanism in India, the Deccan Traps, had been spewing lava and greenhouse gases for millions of years. Sea levels changed, climate swung wildly, acid rain poisoned ecosystems, and habitats shrank. The asteroid was the knockout punch to an already staggered world, a perfect storm of factors rather than a single one bad day. Dinosaur diversity was already in decline. Some groups were struggling long before the impact. Mass extinctions are complex processes, layered, cascading failures, and understanding them requires looking beyond Hollywood's tidy plot. It's easy to think that we've found all the major dinosaurs, that the story is mostly complete. We have our T-Rex, our Triceratops, our Stegosaurus. But nothing could be further from the truth. We are living in the golden age of dinosaur discovery. From Patagonia to Antarctica, paleontologists are finding new species weekly. In Argentina, giants like Patagotitan, longer than a blue whale and heavier than a dozen elephants, push the limits of land animal size. In North Africa, Spinosaurus appears more semi-aquatic than terrestrial, a paddle-tailed fish hunter with a huge sail. We found nests with fossilized parents brooding eggs, proof they were caring parents like modern birds. Bone beds and herd fossils suggest complex social structures and group behaviors. Fossils with preserved stomach contents give direct windows into diet and ecology. Every week we meet a new member of this lost family. The dinosaur family tree is growing at a breathtaking pace. The story is not over, it's constantly evolving with each new dig. They are more feathered, more colorful, and weirder than any movie could show. Prepare to meet the real dinosaurs.